The Bride Killer Ghost. USA Horror Story, United States. It was deep in the third hour past midnight. In an abandoned cemetery at the edge of the woods, closed off for years, something was stirring tonight. A young woman, 22 or 23 years old, dressed entirely in black, stood balanced on one leg with her long dark hair loose down to her waist, chanting words that were forbidden in every chapter of the old occult texts. The sounds of wild animals drifted from the dense forest around her. The bone-deep cold of the night and the insects crawling across her skin seemed powerless to break her concentration. Tonight was the 11th day of her ritual. By blood and bone, hear my call. By blood and bone, let my enemy fall. As the final words left her mouth, a violent dust storm tore through the cemetery without warning. Her ritual tools scattered and flew off into the dark, and the human skull she'd placed before her flew up and struck her in the head. A shadow, pure black, formless, appeared suddenly, seizing her by the hair and dragging her, then hurling her aside. There's still time. Turn back. Ahead lies nothing but death. Don't invite your own end. Turn back. I didn't come here to turn back. I've made my decision. Whatever I'm doing with full understanding. To gain something, a sacrifice must be made. And I am ready to be that sacrifice. The moment the words left the young woman's mouth, blood began pouring from her body. Her arms and legs looked as though something was violently twisting them. Enduring the pain, she kept chanting. A terrifying woman appeared before her. You know what you've done? I am the devourer. The man whose name you used in this ritual, his death is now certain. But alongside your enemy's death, your own death is also now certain. Do you accept this? I accept. The moment the young woman said this, the terrifying woman transformed into a swirling cloud of smoke and disappeared into a small clay jar resting nearby. The jar then rose on its own and began floating alongside her as she walked. The clock's hands pointed toward midnight. In a room glowing with the soft light of clay oil lamps, a young bride named Evelyn sat on a bed decorated with red flowers, her eyes slowly growing heavy with sleep. Suddenly her eyes shut, and she felt as if someone had clamped a hand tightly over her mouth. Evelyn thrashed violently. Startled, she woke with a jolt. The room was completely silent. Her husband, Preston, was nowhere to be seen. Why hasn't Preston come back yet? It feels like it's been forever. Dressed in her red bridal attire, Evelyn climbed down from the bed and, calling out for Preston through her veil, began moving from room to room through the old mansion. Suddenly, reaching the door of one room, her steps came to a halt. The door was slightly ajar, and strange sounds were coming from inside. A foul, unsettling odor drifted out along with smoke from the room. Before Evelyn could step inside, she felt a warm hand on her shoulder. Did I scare you? Where were you? My bride is in such a hurry. I was just coming to find you. Where else would I go tonight, leaving you behind? I've been waiting so long. Where were you? And why is it so dark in here? This place feels strange. No questions tonight. Just you and me. By tomorrow morning, you'll understand everything. Preston extinguished the oil lamps burning in the room and carried Evelyn in his arms to the bed. A short while later, Evelyn lay deep asleep, completely at ease. But Preston, he looked completely different now. His eyes had turned blood red. He wore black robes. Black ash was smeared across his forehead. His eyes were rimmed with thick, dark kohl, and his face held the merciless expression of a butcher. He lifted Evelyn and laid her on the ground. He chanted for a while. Then, taking a dagger from beside the ritual fire, he severed her head from her body. The mansion echoed with Preston's laughter. Months passed. Nobody knew what had happened to Evelyn. Her roommate back in the city, Megan, had been deeply troubled by Evelyn's sudden disappearance. Evelyn had been very close to her sister, Faith. I'm sure Faith would know where Evelyn is and what's happened to her. I think I need to talk to her. Do you know anything about Evelyn? I mean, she just left, leaving all her things behind. She didn't even tell me. She's probably not with you right now. Didn't she tell you? She's getting married. Thank God. I don't know why, but I've been having such strange thoughts. Her phone isn't reachable either. Can I talk to her? She's already married. I've told you everything I'm going to tell you about Evelyn. Don't try to contact her again. It'll be better for everyone. Faith's strange behavior left Megan deeply unsettled. What is even going on here? Evelyn never even introduced me to Preston. I don't even know where he lives in the city. Let me try calling him. Preston? This is Megan, Evelyn's roommate. Can I talk to Evelyn? I don't know where Evelyn is. She betrayed me so badly that I still haven't recovered. We were supposed to get married back in her hometown, but on the wedding day, she never showed up. I waited and waited, and my waiting never really ended after that. Her phone wasn't reachable either. I'm sure her sister stopped her. She never wanted us to get married. I don't even feel like living anymore. Sometimes I think about ending it all. So is Faith hiding her? Where is Evelyn, really? Did something happen to her? Megan couldn't make sense of the whole puzzle. Don't say that. Why would you end your life over this? Pull yourself together. You deserve to move forward too. Maybe she just got married to someone else. Megan and Preston began talking more and more after that. In trying to comfort Preston's broken heart, Megan found herself growing closer to him. I never thought I'd be able to smile so freely with anyone other than Evelyn. Thank you. Thank you for understanding me. Megan hadn't even realized when, in the process of supporting Preston, she'd started falling for him. I don't know how to say this. I never thought anyone could become more special to me than Evelyn was. I love you, Megan. You're such a wonderful woman. Will you marry me? Preston, you're so sweet. No woman could ever say no to you. You won't betray me the way Evelyn did, will you? Never. True love isn't something everyone gets to have. Maybe it was written that we'd find each other. That's probably why Evelyn ran from our wedding at the last moment. The following month, on a designated holy day, Preston took Megan up to a cabin in the mountains. Get ready. I'll prepare everything for the wedding. The priest hasn't arrived. No priest performs weddings here. You'll understand soon. Preston had already lit the ritual fire. In front of it sat a large stone, stained with something that looked like blood. Standing nearby in black robes, Preston was chanting strange words. Suddenly, he heard something fall in the courtyard. Startled, Preston went outside to look and found a broken clay jar lying on the ground. How did this jar get here? Before Preston could get close to the jar, he heard the jingle of anklets. Sounds like Megan's ready. As he took Megan's hand and began chanting the ritual words, he felt a violent jolt run through him. What kind of sign is this? Is there some power here coming between us? I need to finish this quickly. Preston rushed through the rest of the ritual and placed a garland around Megan's neck, making her his wife. Megan sat on the bed afterward, veiled. Preston approached and lifted the veil, and what he saw made the ground disappear from beneath his feet. Who are you? How did you get here? Where's Megan? You married me. Now your body and soul belong to me. This can't be happening. I placed the garland on Megan. What's wrong? Won't you come closer to me? If you won't come closer, how? His devil saves him. No, he can't even move from this bed anymore. With the wounds on his body, he'll get no medicine, no food to fill his stomach. He'll just lie here, starving and dying of thirst. Insects will crawl through his wounds. I'll smear honey on his body before I leave, so the ants devour him piece by piece. Every moment, he'll pray for death, but death won't come for him. Megan tried desperately to stop Faith, but Faith sat down on the ground and began chanting. In the next moment, the devourer entered Faith's body. Faith's skin began turning blue. Wounds began appearing across her body, and she groaned in agony. Megan, go. My time is up. Go. The moment Megan left, the mansion's doors sealed shut forever. A short while later, the devourer drained every last drop of Faith's blood, leaving her body dry as old wood. Within a day or two, Faith died. Faith was finally free, but Preston lay there, weeping, begging for death. But there was no one left to hear his cries, because he still had a debt left to pay for everything he had done. The end, Ghost.